Hello and welcome to the better podcast of the podcast war. This is Bold Prediction Wrestling. I am tired, joined by Ryan and Ryan. How are you, buddy?
Did he just say he's tired?
Did he say he was tired?
I feel like.
What's he been up to?
Long week, a lot of wrestling.
A lot of
A lot of
wrestling.
wrestling.
I gotta say, I'm tired as well. I mean,
I'm actually all right.
carrying these two belts, double champ promotion. You know, it's a lot of work. You
I
know,
only see one.
honestly, yeah. Let's just say it's two.
Oh, he's unified them.
I've unified.
Oh, that's a sick
yeah,
idea.
I've unified. We should unify the belts. I've unified. We're unified right now.
You don't have to say.
Wrestling, I hope you're listening. We're going to unify your belts. But yeah, it's been a lot of wrestling. There's been so much.
So much.
There has been quite a bit.
It's like we'll get to NXT, we'll get to AEW in a bit, but I really found it a struggle to watch because I've just all wrestled out. I'm just like,
It's like it's been on
Yeah.
nearly every day, hasn't it?
yeah,
From,
that's for like 2 weeks now.
From like Friday till last night.
But even like leading up to Friday, you
Yeah.
had Raw.
Yeah.
And
Standing
oh,
delivery.
there's just so much, yeah.
Oh yeah. Obviously, you had some deliver night 1 and night 2 as well, didn't you? As well as AEW
And you had the Hall of Fame
and the Hall of Fame.
2 nights all.
and 2 nights of Mania. So it's
That's
been
why
a
we
long
love
week.
the WrestleMania season, though. That's why we love it.
Yes, we do. We do.
We had all that time just to see the Fiend lose.
Yeah. So we're not going to be discussing WrestleMania because we did that on a separate podcast. We're also not going to be discussing Smackdown because, well, it doesn't really make sense to discuss it after the pay-per-view. So we discussed it on the pay-per-view review instead. We've all brought one piece of news. Ryan Taylor, do you want to go first?
Yeah, just about when our Vince likes to change the outcome of matches on the night, and this was no different to WrestleMania. Matt Riddle was scheduled to return, but they wanted to prolong the feud with Sheamus, so they put the belt on Sheamus. But also, I also read that Riddle wasn't supposed to have the US title in the first place because Keith Lee was supposed to pick it up at the Chamber in the triple threat which was meant to be with Riddle and Lashley. But obviously, Lee had COVID and other injuries and whatnot. So obviously, John Morrison took his place. And obviously, they wanted to take the belt off Lashley because obviously we saw later on in that night that not later that night.
It was.
Like where Miz cashed in and then Lashley.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a contradiction really because Riddle wasn't supposed to have a title, but then he was scheduled to return on the night. So it's a bit all over the place, to be honest.
And you said they wanted to prolong this feud with Sheamus. He had a match with Lashley on Raw.
Yeah,
Like it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. He's just lost the mid-card belt and then he's going facing the top guy on Raw.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't get that at all, to be honest. Ryan.
Well, yeah, no, I won't go the one that we said off screen because I feel like everybody should know it by now anyway. But in the same token as the Riddle change, I read that up until the weekend on the Saturday of Mania, the original plan was for Orton to lose, but then Vince got cold feet and changed the plan, and that's completely interesting to read.
We had a full discussion about it, but Orton shouldn't have won.
No.
Not at all. Keith Lee apparently is still not cleared to wrestle.
No, is it like lung issues or something? It's like breathing and
Not
stuff
sure.
like that. Something like that. It's like it's quite a massive thing though, because it's been way before the Rumble or around
It was
Rumble.
at least December.
It was Chamber, yeah. He was meant to be in that match, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Well, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, Chamber, yeah, February, wasn't it?
He had like 1 or 2 matches after the Rumble, and then nothing.
And it's a big miss really because Keith Lee's obviously it's a big miss because he's a big
He
guy.
was getting-
But I mean, in terms of like an actual performer and like a star,
Yeah.
I mean, he's been robbed of a breakout onto the main roster.
He
Really.
robbed of his debut Mania match, really.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And even the Rumble,
he? And
really.
the US title.
Yeah.
All that.
The other piece of news was Raw has a new commentator. What did you think of him?
I feel like I could get used to him in time, but to me, he seemed more robotic than anything, and he reminded me. His voice sounds like Ferris what's his name? Ferris Bueller's voice, which is not a bad thing, but like he just felt a bit robotic to me.
I think some of it might have just been like nerves. It's his first. It's the biggest Raw. It's the biggest Raw of the year. Let's be honest.
I didn't feel like it.
You wouldn't have thought it judging off this Raw, but to be fair, I was saying this to someone. I think it might have been Louis actually. I was saying that I feel like the Raw after Mania is what makes it big is the fans.
Yeah.
having no fans, I don't know. It kind of takes away because obviously you can't get a promo out for 20 minutes when they're just chanting. You only got to look at the Roman a few years back after Taker.
Yeah.
I mean, you only have to say like 4 words. So that's I just had one example. Like the fans make that Raw for me.
I don't think they really tried to do a Raw after Mania.
Oh, it didn't feel like it.
No.
They didn't really feel like they put any effort into it.
I like that last year though, like when they were in the Performance Centre, obviously, but just the regular.
But with that one, you can kind of make because it's right in the pandemic. We've been a year on now. You should know a bit better from that.
Still Thunderdome, wasn't it?
True, and especially coming off fans at Mania, and it's been like it was a very, very solid 2 shows overall.
Yeah, they're all right to be.
Raw starts with Matt Riddle challenging Lashley, as we already said. Lashley then beats him.
Yeah, I'd never thought that had come.
No, I mean, I don't get why Riddle was even in that match. He just lost the mid-card title, so it's like.
Can we just address what the hell was Bobby Lashley? That suit was hideous, like pure orange. Suit. What was that?
I can't remember.
It was just pure orange, nearly blinding me. Friggin' hell.
Oh, I'm gonna say a joke then, but I can't say it.
I think I was thinking the same thing.
I can't say it.
Yeah, let's not.
There you go. The Viking Raiders return. Beat Cedric and Shelton.
Actually, I did read something as well on the news about Cedric. Cedric and Shelton. Apparently, Vince has lost favour in him, which is really upsetting to hear, really, because it's like the main reason to watch Raw with the Hurt Business a few weeks ago. So I won't be surprised now if we just see them both losing each week. So just
what I don't get is the Hurt Business and the 2 people from Retribution faced off, and the Hurt Business beat them. So why have they dropped them and then they had Mace and T-Bar? It doesn't make sense. They've just lost against the 2 people we just kicked out. That makes no sense.
It's so stupid, man.
We'll get to that. Charlotte cuts a promo saying that she should have been on Mania. And I woke up to a message from Ryan Sutcliffe saying that this promo was aimed at me. Care to explain?
Fully, yeah, she was going in on you.
Yeah, you was one of the targets for sure.
What do you mean? I didn't really get it. What do you mean?
Like, everything you'd been saying these past few months was what she was fighting against in that promo.
She's seen your tweets. She's seen your tweets. She
watches the show, man.
Give me an example.
Well, like she was like saying I shouldn't have had the opportunities, whatever, and like you bang on about it all the time. She's giving this, giving that. She's like, I've earned it. I was like, Chad, she hates you, lad.
I didn't think I went on about it that much, but okay.
Just once or twice a podcast.
Okay then.
He loved it when she had that 6-month hiatus, didn't he?
Yeah,
I really did. I
did it because it means I lost the challenge.
We'll get to that as well. We got a WrestleMania rematch between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. It ends when, to no one's surprise, Charlotte Flair gets involved. You know this meme about Daniel Bryan getting added to everything. Why is it not Charlotte?
Yeah. No, yeah. I think, to be fair, because I think what the thing is with Daniel Bryan is it was just very identical. You had the heel champion, you had the part-time Royal Rumble winner, then you had Daniel Bryan.
I was begging for Io Shirai to attack her afterwards.
Ooh.
You know, she came out, no one can lay a finger on me, no one I'm on a better level.
She's still saying NXT for a bit, isn't she, I think?
I wanted Io to come out and be like, bitch, please, I took the title.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I really hope this isn't a Charlotte winning at Payback.
WrestleMania Backlash.
That's the one.
It's just going to be a repeat matches. You might get 1 or 2 different, but it's just this next pay-per-view. I can see it just being absolutely boring. Genuinely.
Yeah, like Drew and Lashley were even. I was all.
We'll get Drew Lashley. We'll get Rhea and Asuka kind of with maybe Charlotte. We'll get Riddle and Sheamus. We'll get Big E and Apollo again for the millionth time.
Yeah.
We'll get probably AJ Omos and for the New Day. What else did we have? Roman and Edge is meant to be scheduled. Apparently. No, I'm back to that 1-on-1 match, but we'll probably get the Fiend and Orton again.
No, we're done with that shit.
Are you sure?
Well, you don't know what I mean. Yeah, but if you put your main event at Backlash, Drew versus Lashley, the Mania one was all right. Like, it wasn't that good, really, was it? What? Like, Drew versus Lashley ain't that good. It could have been. It could have been better. It could have been better.
I enjoyed it, but I think it was just because it was the first match at Mania fans.
I think that and the whole shenanigans before the show.
If that was your main event, it wouldn't be a great match. It'd just be one of them, wouldn't it? Like.
Yeah, I'm glad that this is what I mean, right? This is why I was glad the 2 main events I watched both nights knocked out the park because I knew they would. And I was justified. That first main event. insane. Loved it.
Both of them were sick,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Beautiful.
Another rematch is we're probably going to get Shania versus the Gucci Girls.
Oh, really
After the Gucci Girls attack Nia.
What the hell name is that?
The thing is, because I honestly thought Nia and Shayna were dropping the belts at Mania. So who's going to take the belts off them?
The Gucci
Because
Girls.
they dropped
Gucci Girls.
the Gucci Girls. They dropped it for a month at TLC.
Oh yeah, but that was to Charlotte. Like no one's on Charlotte's level.
Well, that's true. And then they dropped, but then they dropped him because of the whole Lacey Evans
Pregnancy.
rubbish.
I mean, rubbish, having a kid.
Do you know who I want to see them drop it to?
Go on.
Alexa Bliss and her new friend Lily.
Oh, I dig that. To be fair.
What if Lily is
Lil
Nikki Cross?
Oh, that would be so good.
That'd be out, to be fair.
I think that Lily.
Alexa, can I help you beat the Fiend?
You've got to watch it.
I think Lily is Alexa Bliss's Fiend.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I think.
Who would you have as Lily? Look, what Paige? Can you imagine Paige?
No,
No,
you know how like Bray Wyatt's the Fiend. I'd have Alexa Bliss and Lily. Be the same person, just clothes on.
Makes sense, actually. Yeah.
She'd definitely dress up as like a Harley Quinn kind of demon, though, for sure. Easy. I put my money on that.
Morrison doesn't know why Maurice is around. Morrison suggests a spin-off show, Ms., Mrs. and Morrison, or for short. Morrison feels replaced / like a third wheel. Miz says without him, Bad Bunny would have flopped. Then Priest came out. Miz challenges Priest and Morrison and says he was just about. All right, Miz challenges Priest and Morrison says he was just about to do that. They start arguing and Maurice tells them they can both fight him. Miz and Morrison have a fight in their suits. Miz gets the pin after Maurice distracts Priest and Miz walks out in his underwear. It's funny because he's got no pants.
Are we 5?
The Gucci Girls take a count out loss after Nia slips because the WWE can't happen without milking it for 50
Why do we have
minutes.
to do this, man?
It's like Titus World Slide, isn't it?
Or my hole.
Oh my god.
They just milk it. They just.
It's not even funny. But I felt bad. I didn't laugh. I did laugh. I felt pretty bad for it. Like, it was funny.
I did.
It weren't her fault. Like, it was raining before. Like, it's not her fault.
To be fair, she handled it well.
Do you know what I loved? I love that Orton took the mick out of it. That is what you call a veteran. When he's like that, he's pretending to like kind of slip.
Mandy Rose backstage when she was like, "Trust me to find a new way to trend." I was like, "Oh, so good."
Well, AJ almost slipped as well, didn't he? He wrote that in style. Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. It might have been one of you two, or it might have been Das. Someone messaged me and said, "Oops, AJ Styles nearly went." And I watched it the next day, and I was like, "Oh my god!" He just sort of like freezes, like, "I got this."
Almost would have saved him anyway with his big arm.
Drew McIntyre confronts MVP before Strowman comes out, followed by Randy Orton. They all want Lashley, and Orton says there's no more distractions. Adam Pearce makes a triple threat match to see who faces Lashley at WrestleMania Backlash.
Wouldn't have seen that coming.
No.
I like it. It's pretty funny when MVP was just losing his shit. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing out here? What are you doing?" And like, he just kept getting angry.
At the start of the show, we got told that Bobby Lashley was going to address the WWE Universe. Midway through the show, we got told that Bobby Lashley was going to address the WWE Universe. MVP then told us that Bobby Lashley was going to address the WWE. He didn't even do it.
No.
He didn't even do it.
He didn't address anyone, did they? Just beat Riddle and then went.
Yeah.
No.
He went home.
Do you know what, Ryan? Do you know when you just said that thing about Lashley, Drew coming down and saying all about like, "Oh, why are you here?" To be fair, he didn't win at Mania. The other two guys did. Just saying.
Fair play.
You know, you're only as good as your last match.
Jim Ross over here.
Oh, of course you'd be saying that with your double titles over there.
Well, that and Roman, and you just know the drill now. You know the drill.
New Day play their trombone whenever Elias plays his guitar, which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, I feel there were a moment where Elias was really over and he was, and this is.
I can't stand it. I think he's so boring.
I think when he had that babyface run, like it didn't last long, did it? But I kind of liked it. But I like when he goes like, "What does WWE stand for? What was Elias?" I think stuff like that. That is great.
Yeah,
that's all cool. Crowd stuff, isn't it? And you struggle.
Yeah. I don't really feel like he has a character.
It's just a guitar. It's just.
He doesn't have a character. It's just yeah.
That when him and Kevin Owens were getting booed for like 20 minutes straight, that was brilliant.
Like when you say, "Oh, I listened to it," it's like, "Oh, right, next time, next match."
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
So New Day took the mick out of Elias and Jackson Raker for getting beaten up by a big man. And obviously, it's funny because they got beaten up by a big man too.
Big man.
It's
Oh.
funny. New Day then beat them.
Vince McMahon. You are.
New Day then beat them.
Yeah, I mean they're not.
I mean, who cares?
There's
Exactly.
no. Oh, we did have a return on the tag team, which I'm quite happy about.
We've already mentioned them.
What?
I feel like we've already mentioned them.
No, we haven't.
Viking Raiders.
Did-
Literally just.
Did you just mention them?
Before? Yeah.
We mentioned it was the second thing on the show about
Yeah.
beating Cedric and Shelton, and then you were talking about retribution.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. I must have missed that.
And like it was a big return. They were.
No, it is because it's good because it's a tag team that we need tag teams.
Lad,
And they were an actual tag team.
Lost in the machine, like,
Put it this way, Ryan. I know he's your boy, but AJ and Omos are not a tag team.
I don't even care. I didn't want them in the tag
They're not a tag
picture.
team.
I didn't want the tag picture.
They're not an official tag team. They're not in contract.
I can only name. I
register.
can only name like 6 proper tag teams.
And 4 of them were in the Smackdown match last week. Firefly Funhouse with a reborn Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, this was very like 80s political ranting, wasn't it? Really? I'm wearing this. Jesus Christ!
I am intrigued to see where this goes, though, because I don't really know how do you recover from
I
from
think
that?
the Fiend's
from
dead now, isn't it? It'll be a new guy, won't
You
it?
think?
Well, I mean,
You can't just kill the Fiend off
yeah,
like
but
that.
he's
surely.
introduced a new character. I think
Yeah.
done now. Orton just killed him. Didn't he?
I'm done with this.
Yeah. It's just,
Unfortunately,
I
I'm at a point where right now I don't care.
What they do is they pick you up and then they just drop you.
Well, just
That's what they do. It's what they do.
Like at the moment, I really don't care, but they could bring me back into it because it's Bray Wyatt. He's good, but at the moment, I don't care.
It's like I said, it was the rolling stuff that started the downfall for the Fiend.
he had a
Don't
chance
care,
to
Second
save it,
match.
Second match. They failed him. They have. Don't care what anyone says. WWE have failed Bray Wyatt.
Well, yeah, because the night after WrestleMania, he started doing the teases. Then he did the Firefly Funhouse for ages. Then he took people out. Then he had a match with Balor. And it was October when he had that match with Rollins. And that was just it then. But then he got up again and again. Then he got set on fire. He got up again and then he got beat by Randy Orton by 1
When
RPM.
people say Brett screwed Brett, well, I'm sorry, this isn't Bray Wyatt screwing Bray Wyatt.
No, it's not at all.
WWE screwing Bray Wyatt because there's only so much you can reinvent yourself and put all this work in and still get shit on.
Yeah. And we all thought the Fiend was saving grace. Was like, yeah.
It should have been that.
And we all thought that Ryan Sutcliffe would be one that wouldn't be able to keep it PG.
Oh, you can allow it first.
Did you swear?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Can't repeat.
He said it'll get crapped on.
I bet that's weak though.
What?
Crapped on.
Well, no, I said the one.
Oh, did it? All right.
In the triple threat main event, Orton hits an RKO on Strowman, goes for the pin, but Drew hits him with a Claymore, which I thought was brilliant. Like the way he hit it while he was in the pin.
To be fair, pretty cool.
MVP comes out after the match, followed by T-Bar and Mace.
Stop it,
Attack
man.
Attack Drew
Stop
from behind.
it.
I'm not against this at all. I'm all
I
in.
am. What do you mean? Why are you shit? Oh, it's so stupid. Who gives
Why?
a toss up Mason T? If they're John Hurt business, man, I don't even care. I'll just
Right.
stop watching.
My gripe with it is
Hang on. This time last year, did you care about Cedric Alexander or Shelton Benjamin?
No.
No.
But the Hurt Business made you care.
You can't be sad though. You can't be sad because at the end of the day, we have not been. I get where you're coming from, but you should just leave Hurt Business with what you have.
Give it time. Give it time.
I'm glad that they're still getting TV to my retribution, but my gripe is why are they joining the Hurt Business when they've just lost to a feud that you've kicked the Hurt Business people out? That's what doesn't make sense to me.
There was a whole feud between these guys.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense.
But they can get around that by saying that Ali was their leader and Ali's not their leader, so now they can do what they want.
Even then, he's a
I guess,
Ali were going mad at them because they're not good anyway. They just.
I guess
They are good. They are. It's just
they're all right. They're all
their
right.
Twitter game's good.
the Twitter game is good, yeah.
Especially T-Bar.
I just don't agree with it. But here we are.
Yeah, that was Raw after Mania. It was very meh.
Wasn't memorable at all. We had no returns, no debuts. No.
hang on. We had Maurice return.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I weren't complaining. But
He's up on today, isn't he, Ryan?
what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm on one.
NXT's moved to Tuesday nights, so I write down a few highlights. We'll just discuss that. Keep you guys in the know of what's going on for when we put the titles on the line. All 3 women's champions in the ring.
Yeah.
Carl Gonzalez, Bianca Belair, and
I'm so happy
Rhea
they did that
Ripley.
on NXT as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm so happy that they did that on NXT.
Yeah,
They
they could have quite easily done that on Raw. I'm glad they did it on NXT.
It was a lovely image, and it had to be done.
I think it was Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter suggested a match, and I just want it so bad.
Do you know
Four
what?
horsewomen.
Oh,
4 horsewomen.
yeah.
Becky, Charlotte, Bailey,
Sasha.
against Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Raquel Gonzalez, and Dakota Kai.
that'd be all right. It'd be great.
Where would you do that? It's Survivor Series.
Yeah. Or War Games.
Or War Games. Or what about you could even do Rhea versus Bianca versus Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'd love to see that if they're all still champion by then.
It's plausible. It is plausible.
What were you saying about this, Ryan?
No, yeah, it's a pretty cool moment, right?
Man, a few words.
Mad
So
words.
our NXT Worlds Collide last year, Jordan Devlin became the cruiserweight champion. Held it for over a year, and but we gave Escobar won it in the tournaments. There was 2. We had this big ladder match, unify the titles, and then the week later he drops it, and we have a new cruiserweight champion.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
I saw that and I was like, I swear Escobar just won the belts at NXT.
He's held it for just under a year, but yeah, it is more or less like why.
Yeah, I guess if it's only for over a year, then it's time to.
Yeah, they just wanted to get that story out the way first, I think.
It's a bit like Io Shirai, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there comes a time where you need to drop it. You've had your go. You know, you've had your. Probably why they've done the same with Drew. To be fair.
Yeah. Dexter Loomis kidnaps Indy Hartwell.
I saw that. Yeah, there was like a bit like people have compared it to Kane with AJ Lee, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah, like the two of that. Yeah, I found that really funny.
Dexter Loomis now, right? He's kidnapped Roderick Strong, Austin Theory, and now Indy Hartwell. He's just a mute. He doesn't even speak. It's so weird.
He just found his calling in life, hasn't he? Kidnapper.
And Roderick Strong handed his resignation.
Yeah,
which Andrade must be so peed off at.
He won't actually be because you won't put that on television, would you?
No, that'd be work.
Where's he going?
Nowhere.
You reckon he's staying at NXT? So he's going somewhere, yeah.
It could do actually because there's no undisputed era now.
Nope.
Oh, that's a shout.
There's no undisputed era, so it makes sense.
I put him on Raw. I think Raw needs it.
I think Raw needs it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think there's a lot more mid-card talent on SmackDown than there is Raw.
Definitely.
SmackDown's stacked, really.
But SmackDown's better booking, so
yeah.
But wait, it's like it's a catch-22 really. Do you want to put him on Raw and kind of hope that he makes it better?
Sorry.
You what? What did he say?
Damian Priest.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He is not. Even Keith Lee, to be fair.
Since the Rumble, they've had Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. And this would be, stick on SmackDown.
Do SmackDown now? I don't think they've really had anyone out there.
Not really.
Not since Rumble, no.
Bianca.
Edge. Bianca was there anyway. She was feuding with Bailey, wasn't she?
Yeah.
AEW. Have you guys had time to watch it yet?
I've seen little things on the social media, but I've not really had a chance.
Ryan Sutcliffe, right? We're not watching it. We're not going to review NXT. I don't enjoy it. I don't watch it. We're not reviewing it. Have you watched AEW? No. Every week.
I've been busy.
When was the last time you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it like 2 weeks ago.
AEW kicks off with the new Young Bucks defending against Death Triangle. The Young Bucks take the mask off Phoenix, then super kick him for the win. This match was like half an hour.
Really? That long? I mean, I guess it was for the belts, weren't it? Mm-hmm. So if it's a title match, and you can allow it because
it was long.
Yeah, was it a drag to get through?
He hates the Young Bucks, so even worse for him, really.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, this is good," but for me, it was just like, "Oh my god!" And obviously, because I said it.
Action now, isn't it?
Pardon?
That's just like one big massive
AEW.
faction. No,
Yeah.
well, AEW in it, but like he's joined like Omega and that, aren't they? So
Like I said, I'm just like all tired out from the wrestling, and then they're going off me this 30-minute match. I'm just like, I can't
straight
do it.
away, yeah.
I can't do it. Not at the start.
Aren't they getting full capacity crowds back next week or week after?
Full capacity.
Oh, I did hear about that. I don't know when that is.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
What do they hold?
It's Daly's place is quite small, to be fair.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it's the
Pretty
thing
small.
next to it, isn't it? The massive stadium
What,
next
so
to
no,
it.
what, so no social distancing?
I wouldn't have thought so. It's tiny. You'd hope so.
We can't be full. If it's social distancing, it can't be full capacity, can
You
it?
know, that's what I mean. That's why it's so weird. I'm sure it's full capacity though.
Mm.
Yeah, but Florida,
It's outdoors as well, isn't it?
they've still got clubs open in Florida, so
That's
it don't
it,
even
yeah, to
matter.
be fair, it's well, we need to get out of the mindset that it's America and not
Yeah,
Britain.
Yeah.
Florida.
Jade Cargill beats Red Velvet. Jade Cargill looks good.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch it, but I'll take your word for it.
If you listen to all the degrees, then I'd have been like,
Britt Baker talks about the ratings because she's the only one that cares, and she's the only one that they apply to. So last week she was like, "Right, I'm gonna have matches on Dark, Elevation. I'm gonna get these wins up." And this week she updated us and was like, "Right, okay, so I'm doing well now. I should be up to number 2 after Red Velvet just lost. I'm gonna have a match on Elevation, and I'm coming for number 1." So I was like, "Okay, fair enough."
is this
I'd like
their
to
way of
see.
try and get it to title picture?
I think she's the one that takes it.
I
You
hope
reckon?
so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Thunder Rosa calls out Serena Deeb, the NWA Women's Title champion. So she wants that one instead. So we might be getting that soon.
Right.
Anthony Ogogo debuts, Olympic boxer from the UK.
Oh, really?
No, I've never heard of him.
He wins with 1 punch to the gut.
Oh, dear.
He's part of the Nightmare Factory Junior faction.
Oh, my God. What?
That's not its official name, but that's the name I'm giving.
I was
What's it
going to
called?
say.
It's the one that Marshall like sort of split off. He's part of them.
Oh, right.
Dax Harwood versus Jericho with Cash Wheeler and Sammy Guevara at ringside with Mike Tyson as the special enforcer. Jericho beats Dax after the remaining members brawl on the stage and Tyson knocks out Cash Wheeler. Mike Tyson then gets added to the Inner Circle.
Yeah, I heard about that, actually. I don't think we're far off getting Mike Tyson in an AEW match, me now.
No, I don't think we'll be far off either, to be fair.
Who would you have? MJF versus Mike Tyson?
What, do you think? What, you reckon it'll be one on? I don't think it'll be one on one.
MJF took the mick out of his tattoo, out of his face tattoo, and then he just ate a check, which was like, okay. Chris Statlander wins a squash match. She looks very dominant, to be fair. She looks good. I've not really seen her before. Christian Cage refuses to join Team Taz, and then Hobbs beats him up.
I feel like the momentum of Christian Cage is like
dropping.
Yeah. Just a little bit. So obviously there's a big crowd. Oh, it's Christian. Oh, wow. But
is he getting a world title shot? Or what have they not said yet?
I think it's too soon if he does.
Yeah, I think it's too soon.
He did that thing with Kenny Omega, didn't he? Was that?
I think he said he's going to get his wins up first.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, let him have like these like low feuds. Maybe he doesn't need to do that this big thing. But I just feel like the whole excitement around it's just dwindled a little bit for me.
Obviously, we get announced for what's next week. We get Luke Hobbs versus Christian Cage. That match is confirmed for next week. Ricky Starks takes on Hangman Adam Page, which would be good.
That's decent, to be fair.
Yeah, that'd be all right. That.
Trent from Best Friends taking on Penta from Death Triangle. And my favourite match for next week, women's title match, Hikaru Shida versus Tai Conti. She's getting a shot next week.
Oh, do you think that'll change? Or
no? As much as I want it to happen, I think that Hikaru Shida wins, and then Britt Baker takes it off her. At the pay-per-view.
Going head over heart. Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the pay-per-view she takes it off her.
Yeah.
Main event.
News about what was she called? One of AEW women who got released this week.
Oh, yeah.
About misconduct with AEW.
I can't think of her name, but yeah, she got released and then was.
Yeah, I know you want about it. I can't think who it was. Yeah, I saw it the other day.
The main event is Matt Hardy versus Darby Allin for the TNT Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
This was all right.
Sorry?
I've seen bits of this. This was all right.
The Hardy family office fight with Dark Order before Sting comes out. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page came out to attack Sting, but Lance Archer stops them, which was interesting. They then go face to face and have like a bit of a stare down. Darby Allin goes to use Sting's bat on Hardy, but gets hit by a low blow. Matt Hardy hits Darby Allin with a twist of fate while Darby Allin's head is in a chair, which was ooh. And then Darby Allin wins after hitting a coffin drop off the scaffolding, putting Hardy through a table.
I've seen that. It was a great spot. That
this man is just crazy, isn't he? Like,
he's just going like next levels every. I don't know. He's just so good to watch.
He's just good, isn't he? Like,
really good. I hope he just holds that belt forever.
I was gonna say, who do you think takes it off him?
Actually, I don't want it to be Sting.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think
it'll be Sting.
There'll be someone. Do you think it'll be a surprise one, like what you don't see coming?
I really don't know.
I couldn't give you a name right now. Who?
Because he wants to keep doing this open challenge, doesn't he? But I think it's soon to take it off him.
He's a face, isn't he, Alan?
Yeah.
So you'd assume it's probably going to be a heel, unless it's in a multi-man match.
Yeah, that's possible. There was somebody who I thought it would be. While I was watching the show, I thought, oh, he could take the title off him. But looking back through my notes, I haven't written it down, and I don't know who I thought it was. But I think that there's definitely someone I think could possibly take it off him if he does an open challenge and accepts. I wouldn't have been surprised if Matt Hardy took it tonight.
No, yeah.
I would not have been surprised. But yeah, like I said, I found AEW difficult to watch, but I think it's just because of WrestleMania week. And
yeah, I don't think that's the show itself. I think that's more just accumulation of too much wrestling over the week and a half.
Are we ready to move on to who's that wrestler?
Sure. Oh,
we're gonna do 2 rounds of it. We're gonna do the normal round, and then we're gonna do the new one.
Can we just do one?
Well,
I thought we were doing it weekly. I thought we were taking it in turns weekly.
Well, you didn't answer.
Like a lot.
Which one do you want to do?
I thought we were doing 1 week one and then 1 week the other.
Well, which one do you want to do?
I don't know. I'll let you decide.
Oh, the only thing I'm thinking is the second one where I give you the clues is a lot quicker. That's why I was thinking do one of each.
I thought that was a lot longer. That's what she said. I thought that was a lot longer.
All right, then I'll let you two just ask questions, and we'll do that one then. Ryan Taylor, you can go first.
The original one.
I thought we were doing weekly. 2's a lot.
Ryan Taylor, you can go first.
Are they in AEW?
No.
Are they in WWE?
Yes.
Were they on the show at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Ooh. Are they female?
Yes.
No, we've got this. We've got this.
Is it Rhea Ripley?
No.
Is it Natalia?
No.
Bianca?
It's just going to be guesses. This
no.
Is it not Bianca?
Oh, hang on.
We've got to be clever about it.
Yeah. Let's just get
I don't think it's going to be an obvious one.
I just want to get the 2 title winners out of the way.
Yeah. Who in that this gauntlet match? It wasn't even what a gauntlet. What turmoil, wasn't it? Definitely a gauntlet match.
Turmoil. Turmoil.
Who was in that match? Were it Ruby Riott?
No.
Were they in the turmoil match?
Yes.
We've got this to Tamina.
No.
Shit. Who was in?
Is it Lana?
No.
Mandy Rose.
No.
Oh, Dana Brooke.
No.
Who else was in it? Billy Kay.
No.
Carmella.
Yeah.
I was going to say Liv Morgan about that.
See what I mean? It's like, that wasn't long, was it?
No, let's do another one. Let's do the other one.
Lad, we've got stuff to do.
Oh, it's not 2 minutes taking a while.
Right. Former world champion.
From your head. What?
Former world champion.
Batista.
Mark Henry.
No. Former main eventer at WrestleMania.
The Miz.
He's not a world champion.
Yeah, he is.
No, WWE champion counts.
Oh, that count. Oh,
man. God, why does everyone forget about the unification? It probably pisses me off. Everyone forgets about it. Even they, like, Mike Cole don't even acknowledge it anymore. Poncho.
D-Bry.
No. Former, previous Royal Rumble winner.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
See, so that wasn't long, was it? You see, that's what I'm thinking. If we do one of each,
I actually prefer that one, to be fair. It's quite fun.
You were just
Yeah.
moaning for the past 3
I know.
minutes.
I know. Letterbox.
This guy's the biggest flip flops. His flip flops got invented, man.
Make sure you sound like that, because that was a bad one, man.
We've got a letterbox question. Obviously, it's one of your friends. It's question:
Big
who would
yeah.
win in a fight between Rey Mysterio and a small horse?
Great question, by
Discuss.
the way. Anonymous fan.
Big question, Alex Crowder from Tottenham.
Hit him up where it is. I'm going small horse, really. You don't argue with horse when it's pissed off, do you?
No.
That back kick could kill you.
You
Yeah,
just don't stand behind it.
No.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
going to move like a wizard.
yeah.
Oh, like it could just nut you in the head.
But what?
Rey
But what if,
Mysterio can move like a wizard. Have you
Yeah.
seen him?
yeah, but what if Rey Mysterio's going running to the rope for a 619 and that horse is going charging
Just
him?
boom.
Well, he can duck him, can't he? You know, it's Rey Mysterio.
That'll bro kicking. That ring.
So you're saying there's no way that Rey Mysterio wins this match?
Depending on the horse.
I was going to do submit it till it dies.
You're not going to pin a
Punch
horse.
it in the face. It's Rey Mysterio.
I think Rey Mysterio's too nice to kill anyone.
Glad he literally got done for manslaughter.
Oh, that's different, though. That's different, man.
No.
That's different, man. That's
No,
different.
I think
Hey,
you're
I never said that this can't be like, a false count anywhere, anything goes. You can bring a steel pipe with him and start beating the horse with it. Right, I think we should move on.
You're forgetting, if you think about this logically, it's going to be in America, and if he's fighting a horse, a farmer's going to be pissed off. It's his horse. He's got a shotgun. Boom, see you a bit, Ray. You've just messed with the wrong man's horse. But then that'd be disqualification, so technically Ray would win via disqualification.
So we're saying that Ray's winning by disqualification.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How could Ray win by
Farmer
disqualification?
Giles is going to shoot him and kill him. It's like, well, interference over here. The horse wins. Ring the bell. And Greg Allman's like, and your winner, a small horse.
And you're a small horse. Well, he's not going to go for the pin, is he? Let's be honest.
You know what's bad though? Small horse, but he still have a big cock. Horses have big cock. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, but like if he just like stands on top of Rey Mysterio with like 1 foot and pins him like that.
Whack him across the head.
Dominic's
Have you ever been hit with a horseshoe?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, me neither.
I don't want it
Right.
either. Well, thanks, Alex, for that one.
Great question,
Send more in if
man.
you can, pal.
What
We'll
they
actually
said.
do it now.
There's no point in beating a dead horse, so let's carry on. Oh, come on, that was good.
That was not good. That was.
Does he even get it? Does Ryan Sutcliffe even get that?
We get it. We don't want to get
Don't
it.
think he gets many things, to be honest.
Right. This is a moment that I've been looking for. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Ugh.
It's so for those of you that don't know, the three of us got together last year and we predicted
Not like
somebody.
Not like that.
You didn't ask for that one, to be fair. You didn't ask for that one.
And we each predicted somebody who we thought would hold a world title. So that's NXT, WWE or Universal, mid card, women.
No, we were saying we was going to. We'll say the results of the last one.
So yeah, let's talk about the results from the last one.
Oh,
So
do we have-
Well, let's not. I mean, let's just talk about my.
Yours aren't as bad as mine. Yours is actually.
No,
alright.
right, because you get Rhea Ripley. You'd have drawn.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
So after WrestleMania last year, we each predicted somebody that we thought would hold a mid-card title by the end of WrestleMania this year. I said Roderick Strong, which obviously didn't happen. Ryan Taylor said Kevin Owens, which was a good choice, but unfortunately didn't happen. And Ryan Sutcliffe said Drew Gulak, who apparently was on fire this time last year.
Technically, 24/7 title.
Doesn't count.
No.
Doesn't count. We specified that does not count. Tag team. So
Oh,
if they held a title, they had to have dropped it and won it back. I went for New Day, so I got a point. Ryan Taylor went for the Usos, obviously got screwed by one of them being injured. And Ryan Sutcliffe went Heavy Machinery, who again was on fire this time last year.
they're on fire.
Here's a question, right? Do you know how Jay was still active? If he'd have
Yeah.
won the tag belt, would I have got half a point?
You got the full point because he won it for both teams. If you won that match at Mania, you'd have it for
No,
the
I
team.
think you mean. Do you mean if
No,
you won it with
no,
another
no.
partner?
Yeah.
Oh,
When I
give
got
you
half
half
a
a point.
Would I get half a point?
I'd got, yeah. So if Gable and Otis had won,
Yeah.
I'd give him half a point. Yeah.
All right.
So the world, I went Edge.
Oh, who did I?
It nearly happened. If it was,
I think the Royal Rumble winner, so I'll take that. Ryan Sutcliffe went for the Fiend, so he got a point. And Ryan Taylor went for.
Oh, we'll go then, of course, yeah.
Ryan Taylor went for his boy Roman Reigns.
Never lets
he got
me down.
Too.
Never lets me down.
So that's 1 point each going into the women's. Ryan Taylor went for Charlotte Flair, who had a 6-month hiatus after dropping her NXT title, so no points there. Ryan Sutcliffe went for Rhea Ripley, and then changed his mind to Shayna Baszler,
who did win a title, just not the one we predicted.
Yep. And I went for the other Royal Rumble winner, Bianca Belair, who got me a point on night one of WrestleMania.
You predicted the 2 Royal Rumble winners here, but you didn't predict them at Rumble.
I know.
I was thinking that the other day. You got Bianca, didn't you?
No, I predicted Rhea Ripley, didn't I, to win the Rumble?
Oh, yeah, because it came up last year, didn't it? And I was like, I couldn't watch.
Since December, you were saying to me, Bianca Belair will win.
Yeah, and we went against her. And I was like, look, it's like, oh, no, it's our last 2.
Why did I do that?
I don't know
why I did that. I think because Charlotte returned.
Did you go Edge for the men?
No,
Did you go Daniel Bryan? To be fair, he did have a good
Daniel Bryan like the second to win it.
So if you think about it, from Royal Rumble, we've actually been groomed to think
again, not like that.
Not like that. For many, because Daniel Bryan had in the title match, had a strong showing in the Rumble. Obviously, Bianca and Rhea are the 2 last ones, welcome match champions, and Edge won the Rumble and the main event. So if you think about it, this is what I mean about continuing storyline, continuity. So you can do it.
What? Yeah, that's a word, yeah.
Thanks,
right, let's start with tag team. Ryan Sutcliffe, since you went heavy machinery, I'll let you go first.
Leave me alone. I've actually got a decent one for this one, actually.
What tag team do you think will hold tag team gold in WWE by the end of WrestleMania 38?
This should be like the easiest question.
No, it's not.
Or is it? Rey and Dominic Mysterio.
Damn it.
That's not easy. Of course that's easy. They're well going to win that Backlash or whatever.
I reckon they're going to win it. I do. Possibly SummerSlam, but I reckon they're going to win it. Ryan Taylor, you can go next.
Right, I was gonna go balls here, but I need points on the board, so I'm gonna say the Street Profits.
Okay.
When you pick yours, I'm gonna say what my ballsy pick was gonna be.
I'm gonna play it safe and go New Day again.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah. Do you know my ballsy pick was gonna be the Viking Raiders since they've come back.
That would have been good. Ryan Taylor, go first on the mid card.
Oh, this is a tough one, man.
I've got a few names up here.
Sheamus has got it now, and
I thought you were going to say Shane McMahon then. Oh my god!
I had a name. I actually had a couple of names, and I forgot who they were. Do you want to say? I'm gonna say. Do you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say Damian Priest.
Ooh,
you motherfucker!
I'm gonna say Priest.
That's a good one.
That was my pick. That was one of them anyway.
Great. My other ones.
I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go for my other pick, which I'm not as confident about because I wanted Damian Priest.
I wonder if it's gonna be mine or I thought between the two.
It's gonna be mine.
I'm gonna go for Cesaro.
Oh, we had the same two. We had the same two. So
nice.
They were my two.
I wanted Priest more.
Yeah. They were the exact two that I thought as well.
Oh, this is quite hard. I'm gonna go.
It's really difficult. This.
Drew
Gulak.
Jinder Mahal.
Roderick Strong.
I'm trying to think he's on SmackDown.
Sami Zayn. No, Sami Zayn's a good shout.
He's on SmackDown, no?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying names now.
Seth Rollins.
No, I don't think he's got any card.
I'm trying to think of I've got a couple names.
Oh, there's one really obvious one that people should be going for. And I wish I'd have gone for it now.
You know what, Keith Lee?
I'm not going to say to you. I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give you clues.
I'm going to go Big E.
Big E.
Yeah, I think he'll get it back.
Say what? It was Keith Lee.
Mine was the Miz.
Were it?
That was the other one.
I know for a fact when he comes back, he will get the mid card. I don't know why I've not gone with him now.
I'm going to start off with the World Championships.
This is
I'm really struggling with this.
Yeah, this is
who's champion? Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. I don't think Roman's dropping it till next year's Mania at least.
Really? No
Nah,
way.
oof,
No
you
way.
don't know.
Not a
Nah, I wouldn't
chance.
say-
No way he's holding that belt for 18 months. No way. What he beat Punk's record if that's the case? No way. I'd love it. But it's not happening. No way.
Is this
I'm
for
really struggling with
universal?
this one.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
For both, you can choose.
You can choose between the two. Yeah.
So this is
okay.
between the NXT title, the
NXT.
Universal title, or WWE title.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So
See, NXT is hard to predict because they hold the belt for so long. So
yeah,
it's not worth.
the reason we're doing all three is because, like, for example, if I said Roman Reigns is going to hold the Universal title and he gets
Yeah.
drafted to Raw,
Yeah.
you're screwed, aren't you? So if we just say world,
Yeah. I'm not going to say Roman this time. Because I can't see Roman dropping the belt and then winning it back.
I've got an idea in my head. I don't want to say it because I want to go. Does anyone want to go first?
No.
I'm still struggling. I'm trying to think positively about who it might be. Why did I say positively? It's just words coming out of my mouth now. So when I'm thinking, I say stupid crap.
Rambling.
I'm going to say. See, there's a couple of like obvious ones that you could see him giving it to.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know.
I'm going to say. I'm going to say Seth Rollins.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Ryan Sutcliffe, you're next.
You think he's throwing in Roman then?
Pardon?
You think he's going to dethrone Roman?
I hope he gets drafted to Raw. And it's a year. I'm trying to think who usually holds the title, and there's another name which obviously I'll say at the end.
I'm just gonna go. I'll go safe. I'll go Drew McIntyre.
Okay, Ryan Taylor.
I'm mainly thinking on Raw
Yeah.
for this because, like you say, Roman's a difficult one to predict. So I'm trying to stay away from SmackDown a little bit because you just don't know. Because obviously Vince loves Roman as well.
Yeah.
I can't see it being Edge.
No.
I can't see it being Daniel Bryan. You've already picked Rollins. I can't bring myself to say Kevin Owens or Shinsuke. Drew's gone. Samoa Joe could be a pick, but I'm not confident of saying Samoa Joe. I'm going to go out there right now and I'm going to go The Fiend.
What?
I'm going to go The Fiend.
Oh.
I think that's it's a ballsy pick, but it's a year. Like it's a year, you know.
My other one going to be Randy Orton.
Oh, Randy Orton.
I was thinking, yeah.
Because he always tends to hold it. Like, I was also thinking, like, obviously we've said Cesaro and Priest and Big E in the mid card. They could realistically win the big one as well. Like, you never know. Ryan Sutcliffe, would you like to go first on the women's championship?
I am going to say.
There's one obvious pick that everyone should go for.
I don't want to go. I don't.
No, I don't either. I don't either.
I won't go Charlotte.
Is it Woo? Yeah. Is it
I'm
Woo?
going to say Becky Lynch.
Oh, you absolute mug.
Thank you. You could go Ronda Rousey.
No.
I think you're getting your hopes up there. That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know, man.
Ryan Taylor, you're next.
Actually, I've got to be a decent shout. Actually, I'm going to say Alexa. Ooh. She's not held it in a while.
Bloody hell. These are both.
Wait, I've gone for both Alexa and Fiend to hold.
Mate, you've gone for Alexa Bliss, The Fiend, and Damian Priest.
What's wrong? Oh, they've all lost. What tag did I go for? Street Profits waving on card.
Priest won.
Priest won.
Oh, yeah.
You should have went for Bad Bunny to win the world title.
I mean, you won't know because no one mentioned it.
That's
It's all
true.
about Bad Bunny, but he did win.
I'm kind of regretting Priest now. I should have gone Keith Lee.
Women's, right. I'm going to talk you through my my thing. I'm thinking Sasha Bailey, obviously, one of them, potentially. Charlotte, obviously. Asuka.
No, I can't.
You don't think Asuka's winning it back in a year?
I'm tempted
to take Ryan's from last year and go Shayna.
Oh, yeah.
Really tempted to do that. Tamina.
No.
I'm trying to
No.
think of NXT. NXT women's roster is so stacked. You could literally pick anybody. I'm going to go for, because she'll kill me if I don't. Emma will kill me if I don't go for Asuka. So I'm going to go for Asuka. I'll play a little bit more safer than you guys, but I'm going to go Asuka. So just to recap, Ryan Tyler's picks are The Fiend.
Who's that? Who's Tyler?
Ryan Tyler. Ryan Tyler's picks. The Fiend,
An
Damien
imposter is
Priest.
An imposter is among us.
Alexa Bliss and the Street Profits. Ryan Sutcliffe went for Drew McIntyre, Big E, Becky Lynch, and the Mysterios. It's mad, like, to look at these now and then laugh about it in a year's time. Like, why did we go for these? I went Seth Rollins.
If I can get two, I'll be happy. So I beat last year, Scott.
Seth Rollins, Cesaro, Asuka, and New Day. So yeah, I reckon they're all pretty good picks. They're all definitely possibilities.
The only one, to be fair for me, Alexa Bliss is a bit of a
bold.
But I want it to happen. I really want to see it happen. You can play the mind games with the character, and I really want to see it happen.
To be fair,
he's not a bear.
To be fair, what? Go on. What were you going to say?
In contrast to.
In addition to.
However.
Right. Bold predictions time.
You know.
That worked. Therefore, bold predictions time.
Who?
I had one. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about one this week because I've been a bit too busy. I haven't thought about any this year. I think that my bold prediction, the September pay-per-view will be called SummerSlam's Clash of Champions. There you go. Survivor Series is Payback, and Royal Rumble's Fastlane.
I think before SummerSlam, The Miz and Morrison will split up.
Oh, that's a
I can see that.
Yeah, I've heard it already, to be honest.
Ryan Tyler.
I think there's going to be a new pay-per-view.
Oh, interesting. Are you talking like a brand new pay-per-view or the horror show, Extreme Rules?
No. Rules of Extreme.
Show of horror, Rules of Extreme.
No, I'm joking. For real though, I'll say Brock Lesnar to return this year.
I think that's a given when crowds back.
In WWE.
In WWE, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to win around surely.
What I was going to say was, because we did the world, the tag, the women's, and the mid card. Do you want to do an AEW one? But you just say one person in AEW, male or female, you think will hold any type of gold over the next year?
Yeah,
you could do. Yeah.
Okay. Ryan Taylor, you go first.
Christine Cage.
I feel like that's just like, all right, fair enough.
That's my Roman pick, that.
That's
all right. Hangman, Adam Page.
I hate you both. Well, this is so easy, why did we do this? And now I'm stuck with like
Moxley, Jonathan,
Tony Schiavone,
JR.
Excalibur. Wait, PIW Wrestling Insiders Commentator of the Year, Excalibur.
Escobar, I'm right, Sting.
I'm going.
Sting.
Britt Baker.
Oh, friggin' hell, that's a good one, that.
That's a good one, isn't it? That is a good one. I'm happy with that.
Baker with Britt.
Very. With that said, we're heading into our final segment, which is Max Wrestling Sucks.
Two chat, baby.
Ryan Sutcliffe, any words of war that you want to say?
Yeah, well, basically, as you know, Ryan Squared is happening, right? And part of the show, we've got a segment called Sega Mania.
Do you want to tell them what Ryan Squared is?
Yeah, but I'll just throw a fire in this first shot and then I'll get into it. We called it Sega Mania, even though it's more like a promo. But we were going to call it Promo Mania, but that's been taken. We don't really like shit names. So we thought Sega Mania just kicks more ass, to be fair. Doesn't it, really?
More than Captain.
We're the only real captains in professional wrestling. Yeah. I mean, he's a lovely fella, but I just, I have to say bad words about him. Don't we?
I've already cut my promo.
Some would say he's been dazzled by that.
What does Max even mean? This is not a
I've-
match. Look it up.
I've already cut a promo from me to Daz, and that will be going. That will be airing on Max Wrestling soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Oh.
But yeah, we are at war, ladies and gentlemen. We are at war. And with the end of the best show of the week, I myself, Ryan Tyler, and the subgroup of Ryan, we bid you
Right,
farewell, goodbye, and make sure you come back next week and don't watch Max because they suck. Bye.